This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints and the Houston Oilers. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hype.
And we are underway from Houston. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. And led out by the rookie. Expectations high here as he's making his first NFL start.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so... arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Okay, ready? Here we go, sack.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
It's fielded at the 45. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
2nd and 6.
Young off the play fake.
That is incomplete.
Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Young on 3rd down.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Young to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
That's taken on the 25. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, right? Ready?
Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So you look at this situation and the relocation. It's worked other places. You've got the 2 teams in L.A. Until recently, we had 2 out in the Bay Area. Of course, the 2 New York teams. Now 2 teams calling Houston home. And we know that they do things big here in Texas. And if these fans here are any indication, this city is ready to support a second team.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Young looks to throw on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on, set. Blaster, blue striker.
Young to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Young will set to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here?
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice punt, but a good run back as well at 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Looking to throw, Young.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's one for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find.
We're scoreless after 1.
Ready, check, smash.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Oilers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave. 79 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
This offense so...
Down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 41-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
That throw by Young incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing, Young. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is no good. He missed it. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down. Coachman in Orlando back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Brian Burns in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Boy, so that likely would have forced a 4th down were it not for the penalty. Instead, a gift of 15 yards.
And that's a tough way to get a gift, isn't it? But the yardage, secondary to what you just described. The big result, a free first down.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Another completion there. And, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, is that
under pressure, and down he goes. Brian Burns able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run.
Down the left sideline. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
That's going to be caught. It's Chanel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 40-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Young. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They go play action. Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Only about a yard there
as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
And Young's throw there incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out. Drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, you are on top.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
When that ball popped free, we can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just
a breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 78 yards.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and it's 21-10. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense taking over again.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take breaks when you can get them. Not easily done.
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
At their 49-yard line.
On play action, Young. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Go ultra.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Oh, Young loses it.
And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. He'll look to throw.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They're going to look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown! Michael Thomas. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Houston's offense taking over again. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now with 3rd. Misses the target, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand to Kamara.
The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Second down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Robert Tunyon.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And now out comes Houston.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Here is Young.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not. Get across midfield. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Young now. And that is incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's to his running back, complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This will be taken at the 10.